Hi, it's Lindsay Diane from DianeDecor.com. In this video, let's talk about balance and repetition. There are no rules to design, but there are interior design principles that have been proven over time to yield pleasing results consistently. And interior designers study and master these principles, and it allows them to create beautiful and cohesive spaces. Having this knowledge allows them to analyze, critique, and improve upon a space quickly and easily. Unfortunately, most of us do not have the luxury to hire an interior designer to help us with our home decor choices. So we're left to sort of fend for ourselves and figure it out as we go. And this often leads to an uphill battle of trial and error. So in this video, I want to break down two of the most impactful design principles, balance and repetition. And I'll show you how to use them so that you can easily and consistently create visually pleasing spaces throughout your home without the help of an interior designer. While there are several interior design principles that designers reference, the two most impactful ones are balance and repetition. These two principles form the groundwork for other key concepts like unity or cohesion, hierarchy, and rhythm. Understanding balance and repetition will help you create rooms that feel just right. They're not too cluttered, they're not too sparse, and they are effortlessly harmonious. So, what is balance? Balance is one of the most fundamental design principles in interior decorating. It refers to the visual distribution of weight within a space. When a room feels off, it's often because it's visually unbalanced. There's too much furniture or color on one side and not enough on another. Balance ensures that the eye moves comfortably throughout the room without fixating on one dominant area. It's all about equilibrium and stability in your visual field. There are three main types of balance to consider. There's symmetrical, there's asymmetrical, and then there's radial. Symmetrical balance is the most classic and formal type of balance. Imagine walking into a bedroom where there are two identical nightstands and lamps flanking either side of the bed. That is symmetry in action. It's calming, predictable, and ideal for spaces where you want a sense of order and tranquility, like bedrooms, dining rooms, and traditional living spaces. Then there's asymmetrical balance, which is a more relaxed approach to balance. A quick example of asymmetrical balance is right behind me. I have a large tree on one side, and then behind me, there is a large floor lamp. This helps balance that space, so I'm using asymmetrical balance to flank that console table in the back. I am also balancing the table symmetrically with these two wall art pieces in the back. So there's use of both of those in this space. Asymmetrical involves arranging objects of different visual weights in a way that makes them still feel stable. So I have two tall elements here in the back. They are not the same thing, but they do carry a similar visual weight and a similar height, and so they help to balance out this background. It helps me achieve a sense of equilibrium in the space. Then there's radial balance, and this is most often seen around a table. So think about a round table with a centerpiece, like a vase with flowers in it, and then you have your placemats and place settings sort of radiating out from there in a round circular form. And then of course you would have your chairs that are set at each one of those place settings. This is a great example of radial balance. It brings your attention to the center of that radial point. Another way that we see the radial balance is when we center our round table underneath a chandelier. That lighting fixture helps create the core or the center, and we radiate out from that. Another layer to add into this would be an area rug. So if you think about it from the floor up, you have a round area rug. on top of which you have a round dining table, and then you have a rounded centerpiece or a chandelier right at that center. That's an awesome example of radial balance, and we see it often in our homes. When you apply balance thoughtfully, your home feels intentional and comfortable, a place where every element has a purpose and a presence. Now, what is repetition? Repetition is another essential design principle that brings unity and flow into your space. It's the intentional reuse of colors, shapes, textures, or patterns throughout a space. Repetition makes a design feel cohesive, and it guides the viewer's eye from one part of a room to another, creating a visual rhythm. Repetition is also a way to create balance. So we just talked about symmetrical balance. You are achieving symmetrical balance through the repetition of an element. So whether it's 2 lamps or 2 pieces of artwork or 2 plants, it's this repetition that's helping you to achieve your symmetrical balance. So a lot of these interior design principles work in conjunction with one another. This is just one way that we see those two working together. For example, repeating a color or material like brass hardware on lighting, drawer pulls, and mirror frames helps distribute visual weight evenly across a room. This repetition naturally reinforces balance without it feeling overly matched or predictable. Repetition also is a way to execute a color palette. If you've chosen a color scheme but felt like something was missing, repetition might be the key. Try repeating 1 or 2 of your accent colors throughout the room. Use throw pillows, artwork, vases, or curtains. Even subtle echoes of color and small accessories can make your design feel deliberate and connected. Repetition also builds cohesion or unity. A well-decorated home doesn't mean that every room looks identical. It means that there's a thread that ties them all together. I have a whole video on cohesive interior design. I will link it in the description box below. But when you use similar finishes, motifs, or materials across different rooms, you're establishing unity. For instance, if you use rattan in your living room decor, consider bringing that same texture into your entryway by use of like a large oversized basket, or into your dining room through a light fixture. These repeated elements help your home flow naturally from one space to the next. Repetition keeps your decor from feeling chaotic. Instead of competing elements, your design choices feel like they're having a conversation with each other. They're creating a unified and harmonious home. Understanding and applying design principles such as balance and repetition can completely transform the way that you approach decorating your home. Instead of second-guessing your choices, you'll start to see why certain arrangements and color combinations just work. By striving for balance, you ensure that your spaces feel stable and inviting. And by using repetition, you bring unity and flow into your home. Together, these two principles form the backbone of good design, and they will help you create rooms that not only look beautiful, but are also effortless and intentional. That's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you would like more videos on interior design principles, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to make some more. I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to visit me at DianeDecor.com. I post all about interior design and home decorating ideas over there. If you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.